We are coming to the end, almost. This next guest might say I saved the best for last, but I know Charlie and I know Seamus would have a lot to say about it. We're going to leave Canada virtually, and we're going to get onto a flight for 3 hours and go see our friend, Mr. Dawood from Orlando, Florida. Let's bring him in, Steven. There he is. Look at that. Look at that smile. What's going on, Dawood?
Well, first of all, the flight to come down is actually even closer than 3 hours. I think it's like 2 hours and 40 minutes or something.
Bro, that's quicker than me driving on 401 to Windsor, my man. I took your line.
Man.
Hey, I took your line. I
used to say London, Ontario, because it took longer than that as well, too.
Dawood, you are going to be bringing my REC insiders today, the over 275, 280 people now that are on watching this all go down. You're going to be bringing us a cash flowing turnkey investment in Orlando, Florida. What is the opportunity for my investors today, brother?
Well, first and foremost, it's not just only a cash flow opportunity in Orlando, Florida, but it's actually one that every Canadian has been waiting for. And the reason why I say that is because I'm Canadian myself. And, I found a great opportunity to come back home to Canada and be able to bring Canadian Florida properties and bring Canadian investors back to Florida so that they could purchase these properties just when the market crashed. So we'd be taking up trips on a monthly basis for anywhere from 5 days to 2-3 weeks at a time to come and present opportunities, except we didn't have the luxury of technology and Zoom calls. We actually used to come and do, dog and pony shows at your office and many other places. For the listeners who don't know, Jazz and Simeon are my family. We've worked together for how long? 10 years?
Over a decade, man. Yeah, I think we're going on year 11 right now.
I think we connected in like 2011 or something. Yeah, it's a decade, 2010, 2011. So what the Canadians always wanted wasn't the ability to be able to purchase a property, use it part-time, because every Canadian dreams about running away from Canada in the wintertime and not, having it be the last winter that they enjoy or not enjoy somewhere else. I mean, not enjoy in Canada, but enjoy somewhere else. And the point is, this is a unique opportunity because not only does it cash flow, you actually have the luxury of using it as a short-term vacation rental, because this project is 126 townhouse units, 2 exits away from Disney. And if that's not good enough, the 4-5 bedrooms come with private swimming pools in your back patio area in your very own townhouse and a jacuzzi in a 3-bedroom model. So you don't have to even go to the clubhouse and enjoy, the sleek boutique clubhouse, or the fitness center, or the kids play area, or the putt-putt golf, so that you don't have to go spend all that money at one of the theme parks. You can just hang out at the community and enjoy that. You can just do that in your very own backyard. So if the kids are wanting their own space and their own media room to go and enjoy and play video games or watch a movie, they can just go upstairs into that living room.
I think it's the other way around, though, Dawood. I think it's usually the parents want the private time and space away from the kids, probably.
Which is downstairs in the swimming pool.
I love that. Okay, now, biggest question I've always got. In fact, I personally had it myself. I don't say this lightly, and Simos would definitely, reiterate what I'm about to say. We can't always invest in every single opportunity that comes to our table, but this one here, we did personally invest into ourselves as well. We also brought our family members into this investment because we just always wanted something in Florida. We wanted something from a short-term vacation rental perspective. This is, I'm telling you that we've invested in this. And for anybody who knows us, we don't say that about every single project. But the question I had, the question that Simo said, the question that 99% of Canadians had, especially the ones who've never done it before, is how does this all work? Me as a Canadian buying an American property, I love the fact that okay, I can buy this. It's all rented by the one of the biggest property management companies in the United States of America. I love the fact that I can just sleep well at night. You deal with the tenants, you deal with the toilets. I love that it's cash flowing anywhere from $500 to about $1,100 USD a month. Yes, you did hear this right. These are cash flowing anywhere from $500 upwards to about $1,200 actually USD a month. But how do is it all like? How do I get a mortgage? What about the accounting and all the taxes? And what about all the legal? Please talk about this to all the insiders today.
So let's backtrack, right? So when in 2008, when the market crashed, the Canadian dollar was still at about $1.30 relative to the US dollar. And pretty much the only property Canadians could afford to buy would be a cash purchase for a long-term condo investment. And what ended up happening shortly afterwards is the Canadian dollar started to strengthen against the US dollar, where the Canadian dollar became even stronger than the US dollar, where the Canadian had the best buying power to buy real estate. As a matter of fact, it was the number one foreign nationals to be able to purchase properties, not only in Florida, but in various parts of the country, but mostly Florida. And what we came to realize was once we were able to identify this need that they had to come down and obviously get away and buy a place in the sun, we needed to create a turnkey, headache-free process for them so that they could come, open a bank account, get a mortgage, because there weren't mortgages available because they were only able to buy cash in the past. Now they are. We have banks like TD and RBC that are able to provide mortgages for Canadians. And this is RBC Canada, USA and TD USA, not RBC Canada and TD Canada. So they operate as different entities, even though they're sister companies. And they have wonderful programs for Canadians with as little as 20 to 25% as a down payment and very reasonable low interest rates as well too.
And Dawood, you guys have all that figured out for us, right? Like I mean, okay, good, because I can't go too long tail on the marketplace because Laura and Steven are going to win. Are going to win this bet that we had because I'm going to go slightly over 730. But I'm going to go slightly. It's okay because it's important. But you have this all figured out.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yes. Lawyers, bank, mortgages, property management's all taken care of. This is going to be a headache-free investment. There is not going to be any self-management or any kind of worry management that you have to do from another country. Nobody's going to be calling you asking for any, maintenance issues or whatever it is while you're in Canada or anywhere else in the country.
And as an investor, if I choose, I can also make use of it for 1 week out of the 52, maybe 2 weeks.
You can actually use it for all 52 weeks if you choose to. It's your home. You tell the property management company for how short or how long you decide to stay. In some cases, some people are considering this as a pseudo retirement property, a second home, a home away from home, especially for a lot of people that have the luxury to work from home now. You can treat this as a second home and stay there as long as you want.
Now, Dawood, I want to give you, 60 seconds. Give me the Reader's Digest version. And I know anybody younger than, I guess, 25 or 30 that's watching has no idea what the Reader's Digest is. But anyways, I want you to give me that quick 60 seconds on why Orlando? What's going on in the marketplace in Orlando from a real estate perspective, buddy?
Listen, you must be living underneath a rock if you didn't realize, if you have any kids for starters, you have to be the worst parent on the planet if you're not planning to bring your kids to Disneyland. Jeff?
Bro, stop parents, it. Man. I know. I have not taken them. I've never been.
You bought the place, but you haven't come down yet.
Hey, look, I love my father. Well, look, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, I guess, right? My dad never took me to Disneyland. So maybe I'm not going to take my kids. But now with this property, I'm definitely going to take my kids there. Continue.
Pay it forward. Do the right thing. Okay, so we had over 78 million tourists that came to visit Orlando in 2019. And we've been breaking records since 2016, 17, 18, 19, and the amount of visitors coming down, not just for the attractions and the theme parks, but we also have the second largest convention center. There's a lot of reasons why you would come to Florida. It's a central part of the state, and it's a great vacation destination with great weather all year round. For that being the case, it's also the number one visited destination. And as a result of what's been going on with the pandemic and Corona, the CDC has actually warned people that it's safer to stay in vacation rentals or vacation homes than it is to stay in a hotel. Ever since March, spring break of this year, the occupancy level of a lot of these properties has been over 86%, going all the way up to about 100%. 4th of July weekend, Orlando was the #1 visited destination in the country. So guys, like Wayne Gretzky said, I always pay to where the puck is going to be. Do you want to be ahead of a trend or behind it?
Definitely definitely as an investor. I mean, I agree, right? Like, I mean, there's a reason I brought all these three properties to the marketplace today, because look, I get 50 at my desk. Simos and his and the crew with him go out and get 50. They bring it to this table right here. Myself, Laura, Luke, and Tyler go through it, and we go through all the due diligence, and then we pick our 6 to 8. But I was brought all three all at once, and I couldn't pick. And I said, let's just do this all in 1 hour, bring all the opportunities. But it's important to mention what you said about Wayne Gretzky always going to where the puck was going, not necessarily where it was, because in real estate, if you can buy early and buy where you know the population growth is going to be increasing, as well as employment and or travel, like the amount of people. I mean, what was the number that you mentioned, buddy? How many people visited Orlando?
Okay. Hear this again. 78 million people. Let me put that in perspective. That is double the population of all of Canada coming to visit one city per year.
That's just amazing. I mean, so that is when you know if you can get in early enough. Now, really quickly, because I think I saw a couple of questions, and Laura's waving me down to let me know that hey, let's talk about when does this get completed? Because you're sitting in front of it right now, but that's a virtual picture of the clubhouse. You're not really there. Yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure everybody understood that. When is this going to be built by?
Okay, so the first 2 buildings are going to be completed by December 2021. We have a next phase of 4 buildings, which is going to be delivered in spring 2022, followed by the clubhouse. And then the next segment that we're looking at is summer 2022, following with what I'm anticipating for most of the people that are on the call that are going to inquire about this opportunity, realistically fall of 2022. Because we obviously know that we've held a number of units for your insiders to take advantage of.
And I appreciate you and your team. I mean, your partner Deep, who a lot of the people are going to be speaking with as well, and the rest of your crew. I mean, you guys are just have been amazing, to the finance, to the accounting, to the legal. And so you said it's going to be built in 1 year from now, approximately. Obviously, the numbers work in USD. We have it all set up. Is there anything that you wanted to leave my insiders with today, buddy, before you go?
So I just read a question, which I think is the best question for a lot of people to understand and answer. We have 126 units. We're pretty much halfway through, and we're looking at price points for 3 bedrooms starting in the low 300s. The prices for the 4 bedrooms and the 5 bedrooms are in the low 400s. We're talking about 414 range going all the way up to about 430, which is the prices that we've locked in for the limited units that we have for the insiders. And then right after that, just like you mentioned at the beginning of the presentation, the developer is going to do another increase for the next release of units that we're going to be doing as well too. And of course, all the prices are in USD because the project is in America.
And it's in Florida, to be exact, Orlando, Florida, to be exact. So would you say the 4 to 5 bedrooms, because I think that's where you get the best cash flowing, and all the performers are going to be available to everyone within the next 90 seconds to 120 seconds or so. 4 to 5 bedrooms. Just want you to repeat yourself again, please, Dawood, for everyone. 415,000 upwards to about 500.
Yeah, so 414 for the 4 bedrooms and 430 for the 5 bedrooms. Guys, good news is if we run out of 4 bedrooms, the 4 bedroom can easily be converted into a 5 bedroom by converting the media room on the 2nd floor.
I love you, Dawood. I love you, my man,
about
for
it.
everything that you brought to us today. I know I asked yourself, Charles, and Simos to wrap up what you guys normally do with our clients, 35, 45 to 60 minutes, to do it all in 15 minutes and rapid fire it. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your time again, brother.
No problem. My pleasure. Thanks, guys.
All right. To everyone else, the time has come now where you're going to have the ability to get all the information, specifically when I say all the information, specifically for the Hamilton project, as well as the AZUR Resort, the project that Dawood just finished speaking about. When it comes to Cielo right now, because it's so early in the process, there's not as much information as there is for the Hamilton Harbor Life project, as well as the AZUR. But I'm going to have Steven. Steven, can you help me out here, brother? Share the screen. I want everyone to go to reccanada.com/for sale. reccanada.com/for sale. Laura, if you can do me a favor, Luke, whoever's in the comments and the chats, put that link in there. You're going to see this page right here in front of you. You fill out your name, first name, last name, email, phone number, and then you click on the check mark. You check mark either all three opportunities, not one or two, whatever you'd like to get the information on. Just for example purposes, Stephen, can we click on all three, brother? You click that big red orange button, submit. What will happen is you'll be redirected to the exclusive investor opportunity. Just scroll down. Thank you. You'll have the opportunity to get the information access package for Cielo. I'll come back up again really slowly. There you go. Harbor Life, which is Hamilton, as well as the AZUR Resort. What happens is once you access package, you click it. You then have the reservation form. If you can just hover over that for me, Stephen, please, the reservation form. That's going to be in all three different packages. That is for you to lock in a townhome here for, in this example, at AZUR. If you go to the Harbor Life, you can lock in a unit. You'll have the performas, you'll have the floor plans. But the most important thing to do tonight, there's a reason I want it to be done by around 7:30, is because I wanted to give everyone a lot of time before at the end of the night to fill out that reservation form. Now, what happens, guys and gals, once you fill out the reservation form, we get the information. If it's the AZUR Resort, you'll be speaking directly with Dawood, Deep, and the rest of the team in Florida. If it's Harbor Life, you'll be speaking directly with Simos. And if it's Cielo, you'll be dealing directly with Luke, the Phenom Leasing, myself, and Charlie. And if it's all three, you're going to get a call from all three of us. And then we can walk through the best possible. I guess this is a video we're playing. That's really cool. We're going to walk through what possibly could be the next opportunity that goes into the next investment, that goes into your portfolio. I want everyone to take the time right now to go to reccanada.com/for sale. And shoot us an email at any time at info@reccanada.com. That's info@reccanada.com. If you're having any problems with any of these packages or links, also send us a message and let us know what you think about and what you thought about the first ever REC marketplace. Did you like the format? Did you like the opportunities? What could we do better? Please give us your opinion and your feedback. It's the way that we get better. As I said at the start, the sign in my office here that is ready, fire, aim is here for a reason, because in real estate, you can tie up property, and you could do that today by going to reccanada.com/for sale, putting in a reservation form. You lock in a unit, you lock in a townhome, you lock in one of the rooms there in Harbor Life in Hamilton, the one that Simos was talking about. And then you get to breathe, because then we can get on a phone call with you and talk through to make sure this is the right investment. The other sign that's very important in my office is the one right here, which says removing friction. The reason we have this sign here is because what we try to do best here at REC Canada is to make it easy for you to do business with us. And from your feedback for the last 16 years, what we've heard and try to get better and better at every single day is to make it easier by answering all your questions. Don't ever, as Simos mentioned, don't ever feel like you're bothering us. In fact, bother us, because it's what keeps the lights on. I want to thank each and every one of you once again for taking the time on a Friday night. It's 7:45 almost here on the Eastern board. Make sure that you go to get all the information. And if one of these opportunities or 2 or 3 make sense, make sure to fill out the reservation form, and let's create wealth together. Let's create wealth together in real estate. REC Canada here is to help you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And a big, big shout out to all my team members who helped put this event on. It was the first ever REC Investors Marketplace. Have yourself a great evening. And I look forward to speaking to you guys and seeing you guys in person very, very soon. Have a great night, guys.